Welcome everyone to this online session. I am so excited to share this information with you. Feel free to pause the video, take notes, rewind to hear something again, and even reach out with questions. It is time to explore a crucial topic, infection control. This may not sound very exciting, but it is the foundation for keeping everyone safe in the clinic, both you and your patients. Why is infection control important? You will be working closely with patients, and germs can easily be spread from person to person. Infection control practices are like superheroes. They minimize the risk of those germs causing trouble in your clinic and with your patients. Bacteria, viruses, fungi, and other opportunistic microorganisms, which may cause infections that can be transmitted from one person to another, posing a risk for everyone involved. Hearing instruments and other reusable equipment used in an office can harbor various microorganisms. Without proper cleaning and disinfection, these germs can be easily transferred and require a conscious effort by everyone who works in the office. Infection control is not about making this complicated or difficult. There are established guidelines set by OSHA, Occupational Safety and Health Administration, that ensure everyone's safety. By following these guidelines, you'll be doing your part to create a healthy environment. Disease transmission. Understanding how disease is transmitted is an important part of infection control. There are 4 primary methods of transmission in the hearing healthcare industry: contact transmission, vehicle, airborne, vector-borne, contact transmission. This is the most common method of transmission in the hearing industry. There are 2 forms of contact transmission: direct and indirect. Direct contact occurs when the body fluids of an infected person come into contact with another person's body fluids, such as saliva, mucus, or blood. In the hearing industry, this could occur if a hearing care provider touches an infected ear, ear mold, or hearing aid, and then touches their own eye or mouth without completing the infection control procedure and washes their hands. Indirect contact occurs when an infected person makes contact with an object inside the office and transfers that contamination to the object, allowing another person to touch it and touch their eye or mouth without washing their hands. In addition to other bacterial or viral infections, a common ear disease is otitis externa that could be transmitted by direct contact. Vehicle transmission can occur when an infection is transmitted through a contaminated object. Although the traditional method is through water, food, or soil, in the hearing industry it is more likely to occur if an object is not properly cleaned between uses with 2 clients. Airborne transmission is also a method of transmission, however, it is not selective to just the hearing industry. These illnesses tend to be more respiratory in nature. This form of transmission occurs when a microorganism infection is suspended in the air and inhaled by another person. The final disease transmission is vector-borne, which occurs when the transmission is from one person to another by an insect or animal. This is not a common method of transmission in the hearing industry. Key infection control practices. Focusing on the basics is essential for you to master maintaining a protective environment for all. Hand hygiene, washing your hands with soap and water, or using hand sanitizer is like your personal germ shield. Do it before and after seeing every patient and anytime you feel it's needed. This cannot be done too many times a day. Clean and disinfection of surfaces. Countertops, tables, and anything a patient might touch needs to be cleaned and disinfected regularly. Think of it as wiping away any lingering germs. This should be done with a cloth or towelette and then disinfected product. Sterilization, cleaning and disinfecting surfaces. But what about instruments that come into direct contact with patients? This is where sterilization comes into consideration. Sterilization is different from disinfection. Disinfection kills a lot of germs, but sterilization kills all germs, including spores, which are the most difficult to kill. This is important for instruments that touch mucous membranes or bodily fluids like earwax or saliva. In hearing clinics, the most common process for sterilization is called cold sterilization. This involves soaking instruments in special liquid chemicals for a specific time, following the manufacturer's instructions carefully. Which instruments need sterilization? Think of anything that directly touches a patient's ear canal, such as ear molds, probes, or specific fitting tools. Personal protective equipment, PPE. Depending on the situation, you might need to wear gloves, masks, or eye protection. These are your extra layers of defense against potential germs. Proper waste disposal. Correctly disposing of used tissues, gloves, and other contaminated items is a key step to contain waste and prevent germs from spreading. By understanding and following infection control practices, you'll be well on your way to becoming a confident and responsible hearing healthcare professional. Remember, infection control is an ongoing process, but with these basics under your belt, you'll be prepared to keep yourself, your patients, and everyone safe.
Thank you for your time and attention on this topic today. Remember, keep reviewing and studying every day, and each session brings you closer to being prepared for the written exam. Keep learning, keep researching, and keep studying. We believe in you.